This is a story about time and about a man who almost wasted his whole life before he understood its value. It is a simple story, but it may be one of the most important you will ever hear. So sit back, listen slowly, and learn English with the story called Don't Waste Your Life. There was once a man who lived a normal life. He was not rich, and he was not poor. He had a small house, a steady job, and a quiet routine. Every morning he woke up tired. Every day he did his work. Every night he sat in front of his screen until it was time to sleep. And the next day he did it all again. From the outside, his life looked fine, but inside, the man felt empty. He had a strange and heavy feeling that his real life had not started yet. He was always waiting for it to begin. The man had many dreams. When he was young, he wanted to travel and see the world. He wanted to learn to paint. He wanted to start his own small business. He wanted to call his old friend, the one he had lost contact with. And there was a woman he cared about deeply, but he had never found the courage to tell her how he truly felt. He thought about all of these things often, but every time, he said the same simple word to himself: tomorrow. One day. Not now. But soon. I will do it when I have more time. I will do it when I have more money. I will do it when the moment is right. And so the man waited. He told himself the trip could wait one more year. The painting could wait until the weekend. The phone call could wait until he was less busy. The business could wait until he felt ready. And telling the woman how he felt, well, that was frightening. So that could wait the longest of all. Every dream was always just a little bit later. Always tomorrow. Never today. But here is the quiet, terrible truth about tomorrow. Tomorrow is a thief. It steals your days, one by one, so slowly and so gently that you never feel it happening. The man was busy, so he did not notice the weeks turning into months. He was tired, so he did not notice the months turning into years. The seasons changed outside his window. His hair slowly turned gray. The friend he meant to call moved to another country. The woman he loved met someone else and married him. And still, the man kept waiting for the right moment to begin his real life. One cold evening, the man was walking home alone. He felt older than he expected to feel, and more empty than he could explain. In a small, quiet park, he saw a very old man sitting alone on a wooden bench, looking up at the stars. Something about the old man's peaceful face made our tired man stop. He sat down on the other end of the bench. For a while, neither of them spoke. Then the old man said softly, without turning his head, "You have the face of someone who is waiting for his life to begin." The man was surprised. He did not know what to say. So the old man continued, in a slow and gentle voice, "I am very old now," he said. "I have seen many things, and I have known many people at the very end of their lives. And I will tell you something that almost no one understands, until it is far too late. At the end, no one wishes they had worked more. No one wishes they had spent more nights in front of a screen, or worried more about small things, or waited more patiently for the perfect moment. That is never the regret." The man listened, and the old man went on. "Do you know what people truly regret? At the very end, they regret the trip they never took. They regret the words they never said. They regret the love they never showed. The dreams they kept putting off. The chances they let pass while they were busy waiting. They do not cry for the things they did. They cry for the things they were always going to do tomorrow." And then the old man turned and looked straight into our man's eyes, and he asked one simple question: "How many tomorrows do you really think you have left?" The man could not answer. And in that silent moment, something inside him finally woke up. He suddenly saw his whole life clearly, like a long road behind him, full of doors he had never opened, full of beautiful things he had walked past while staring at the ground. He had not lived a bad life, but he had not truly lived it at all. He had only been waiting. And he understood, with a cold shock, that no one had promised him an endless supply of tomorrows. When he looked up to thank the old man, the bench was empty. The old man was gone. That night, the man did not sleep. But for the first time in many years, it was not a tired and empty kind of awake. It was alive. His mind was racing, not with worry, but with a single burning thought. Enough. No more waiting. No more tomorrow. And so, that very week, the man began. He did not change everything at once. He simply stopped postponing his own life. He bought a cheap notebook and started to draw. Badly at first, and then a little better. And it made him happy in a way he had forgotten was possible. He found his old friend's number and made the phone call he had been avoiding for 10 years, and they laughed until they cried. He started planning a real trip, a small one, but a real one, to a place he had always dreamed of seeing. He began, slowly, to build the little business he had imagined for so long. He started saying yes to life instead of saying tomorrow, and the man learned something that changed everything. He learned that the perfect moment he had been waiting for his whole life had never existed. It was never going to come. There would always be a reason to wait, always more money to earn, always a safer time just ahead. The only moment he would ever truly have was this one, right now. And the people who live full and happy lives are not the people who waited for the perfect time. They are the people who began before they felt ready, and who chose to truly live the ordinary day in front of them. So, what do we learn from this simple story? Your life is not the years that you have. Your life is the moments that you actually live inside those years. A day spent waiting is a day that is gone forever. And the saddest words in any language are not, "I failed." The saddest words are, "I was always going to." So do not wait for tomorrow to begin your real life, because tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Make the call. Take the trip. Start the dream. Say the words while you still can. Do not waste your life. Thank you for listening and for learning English with me today. I hope this story was clear and that it stays with you a little while after it ends. If it touched you, tell me in the comments where in the world you are watching from, and tell me one thing you will stop putting off. I love to read your messages. And if you want more stories like this one, told slowly in simple English, then stay with me, because we are only just beginning, and there is no better moment to start than right now.